Hey guys, it's Mark again. Here for episode number 4. This is going to be a really short episode. Again, I recorded this one like the same time as I recorded the last one, and at the time I'd had my mic muted and didn't actually record the talking I did. It probably makes it better for you guys because, you know what, I probably do a better job talking when there is no distractions on my end. So we just finished up doing a bunch of exploring. We got pretty deep here, and I found some gold. Gold's gonna be pretty important because you can find all the iron tracks you want in the abandoned mine shafts, but you cannot find power tracks, which are quite important for traveling over over the distance that we're going to be going. Again, minecart track of 1,000 meters, which is 1 block per meter, so 1,000 blocks, which is really far. Still not sure how I'm gonna do that. If I'm gonna like dig through stuff and just build a straight track or what, but we'll find out when we get that far. So right now I'm just kind of deciding what to do. I was trying to figure out whether I should go. Well, probably wanted to go back up and get some more torches and some wood, because what I really needed to do was make a furnace to start cooking all the stuff I'd been finding, so I could make a bucket so that I could go forward. I think what I need to do from now on is, instead of leaving stuff in chests and moving on, I need to take everything that's important with me, kind of like Ultra Hardcore does. Those guys carry everything important with them and throw out the rest, so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. That, or I'll need to like make a visible base of some sort. I just keep getting distracted every time I'm playing here with all the different caves that we got here. Had a ton of mobs around in here, so fighting some mobs. So I'm trying to think of some stories to tell as we do these things. And one thing I did notice that I wanted to talk about is a little bit about being a kid and stuff like that. With Father's Day just coming up, I really remember a lot about having my dad being just the best dad ever, in my opinion. Of course, everyone's dad is their best dad ever, because it's their only dad. But I just felt like my dad always had the time for us and stuff like that, and I really appreciated that. Some great stories about my dad used to always tell these great stories. Like, he would just make crap up and we would buy it hook, line, and sinker like no man's business. It was a little bit funny that way. All the stories he told are always fun, and always had to deal with him being on the farm when he was a kid. One of my favorites was he had this story about they were walking home from school or some such thing, and they were in this field, in a farmer's field, and there's old abandoned barn that was there, and they would throw rocks and break some windows and stuff like that. Now, there was this farmer that kind of owned the land that they were on, and he had this dog, and the farmer would come around with the dog, and they'd be hiding in the field, and the dog would come around and come up to them, and my dad was like, "Oh yeah, we just took our cookies out of our pockets and fed them to the dog," and the dog just was like all happy and stuff. And we bought this stuff like no man's business. Like, we're like, "Oh, tell us a story again," or whatever, and it was like so funny times. I think it's really awesome to have like parents that you can talk to and depend on when you're a kid. Some of the saddest stories is when you have like fathers not taking care of their kids or whatever, and like mothers. Like, that's important. Being a parent is probably the most important thing you can do. If you can do nothing else with your life, you can be a good parent. That is very important. I think if you go that route and had kids and stuff, it's very important to be a parent of awesomeness. I know that coming up soon is going to be some kind of break to talked to my wife for a while during that break, and so that's happening right now. I don't really know how long this went on, and I'm really bad right now because of the whole no editing software. I tried a little bit of Windows Media, and who knows, maybe I'll edit this part out then, but it's a little bit interesting. Windows Movie Maker, actually, and it was fun times to do that, use that software. Actually, that's how I finally figured out how to connect this thing over, and we're back. So I decided at this point to go up to the surface so that I could collect some wood for workbench. And I found my little exit hold here, and oh, creepers abound apparently. So now I gotta talk to you. Just pause for a second. Okay, and we're getting up to the top. So we went over here, got some wood. So yeah, so I think that I'm gonna start recording more. What I'm gonna try to do maybe is see if I can't record a really long session, and with that long session have some kind of timer going, and then I just break the movies, or break the time up into different times, because yeah, I think that if I sat down and actually played this for a couple, an hour or two, I might actually get a lot done more than what I've been playing it. So yeah, it's getting close to the end here. So I think this is going to be the wrap up for this episode, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Expect to see some soon.